Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. So this is just a quick video sharing a bit of an update of where we're at with the mental health art book, and I'm going to show you what the art workbook looks like and also kind of what the colouring book looks like too. So yes, I sent off the book to the printers. They sent me back the proofs and it worked out really well. I signed them off straight away pretty much, and we're all good to go. So then they printed them, and I believe they sent them to me on the 16th of October. So they're sent from South Australia and they're just taking a little while to get to me, but you know, we're at the 23rd of October, so hopefully very, very soon they will get here, maybe even tomorrow. And it'll just be so exciting when I get the box. I think it'll be in a box, and I open it up and I'll get to see 100 copies of the book and I'll get to hold them in my hands. That's just crazy. And so then when I get them, I'll obviously come back on and film a video and do an official proper book launch. And then yeah, they'll be available to purchase in my Etsy or through PayPal or direct deposit if you're in Australia. So I won't end up doing the pre-order listing like I said I would, just because I realized I don't actually know how heavy the book will be, and therefore I don't know how much it will weigh for shipping purposes to put up a price for shipping. So I'm just going to wait till they get here and then I'll put up the listing, and yeah, that's how you can get it. Also, I've got the listing up in my Etsy for the art workbook and colouring book. This is what the workbook looks like. So just spiral bound and just got the clear protective sheet on top. This is my cover that I did. And then basically, can't really get it all in frame, copyright page, a bit of an introduction about how to use the workbook and why I created it and all that kind of stuff. The left side of the pages have my artwork in colour and the story behind it, and at the bottom of the story there's a little prompt or thing to think about, or a creative idea to work with the picture. So that's why it's called a workbook. And I mentioned in the introduction that you can write notes in here, you can add things to it, or you can go away and grab a different notebook, and if you feel like you have more to write or draw, maybe you want a sketchbook and you can do your own drawings or just jot down your thoughts or write some songs or poetry or anything like that. So on the right side of the page is my artwork in black and white, with the outlines, so you can color it in yourself. So I just do like a really quick flip through. Like I won't even show every picture, I'll just really quick. Love that one. Oh, and with the art workbook, it does have mental health art pictures in it, that you'll see in my mental health art book, but also there's a whole bunch of other pictures in here too, just to give a bit of variety so that you're not getting the exact same pictures and all that kind of stuff. I think there's about 45-ish pictures in here. I can't remember exactly how many there are. But lots of space for you to write your own things in here, lots of space for you to draw your own things if you want to draw. That's totally up to you what you want to do, whether you want to write on it, draw on it, or just colour it in, or all three, and add more things, or go away to your own notebook or visual diary or something. So yeah, it's a tool to help you. It's more of a self-discovery book about knowing who you are and not comparing ourselves to others, knowing what our purpose and our gifts and talents are. All that kind of stuff is more about what this book is, as I share my journey in the artworks. And then the colouring book basically will look this same setup, but there won't be any of these left-hand side pictures. It'll just be the black and white outlines, and that you'll get a different variety of pictures as well for the colouring in book. So that way they're a little bit different to each other. And of course in the colouring book version, you'll get more, I think you'll get more actual pictures to colour in. So that's what is there in my shop. I'll link below Willow Bound Journals if you're interested in purchasing a workbook or the colouring in book. If you're wondering about the price, it is $30 for the workbook and $20 for the colouring in book. And I know that is, for me, it's very expensive. And the reason though is because it cost me $15 to print this alone, because it's colour. The colouring in book won't cost as much because it's black and white, but it cost me $15 just by itself to print this, and then another $6.50 to get it bound. So I'm not actually making much profit off the workbook at all. So just to explain why it's so expensive. And yeah, so printing really does take a lot of money, is what I've learned, especially with the mental health art book. Yeah, the printing costs, when I found out originally how much it would cost, like the $2,000, like, what? Oh my gosh, that's so much. So that's why also the mental health art book, I think, will be $20. Because, yeah, it's for those printing costs. And if I was to do a second print run, yeah, that would cover all those print costs and things. So Lani from Lani's Art, who I support financially through Willowbound Journals, an update there. I used to support her with 5% of all income from Willowbound Journals, but I've upped that to 10%. And I used to support Beyond Blue, and I gave 5% to Beyond Blue, 5% to Lani's Art. But as I was just thinking about it, and just going where my heart is led, I felt that why I wanted to give to Beyond Blue was because it had that mental health connection and how I've gone through depression and anxiety, and I want to give back somehow through that. So I just chose Beyond Blue, but I personally haven't had anything to do with Beyond Blue. They haven't helped me specifically in my own journey. So Lani, she has though. When she shared her artwork and her pencils, it just helped me so much with my own mental health journey. And so I not only support her because I want to support a fellow creative in their dreams and spreading her art with the world, she also is an art therapist. And so she specializes in helping people with mental health issues. And so I thought, you know what she's doing is just resonating with me so much on so many levels. I'm going to pull that 5% that I was giving to Beyond Blue, and I'm going to give it to Lani. And she has done things like she's gone on a missions trip to Papua New Guinea, where she brought art over there, not only to the people, the communities there, but to the team that she went with, and just the stories she was telling and sharing. I just was like, I'm contributing to this, through what I give through Willowbound Journals to her every month. And that's you guys too. Every purchase, all your Patreon support, 10%, it goes to her. So know that you are planting all these little seeds and helping so many people. You're helping people in Papua New Guinea. You're helping all of her clients. She works in schools as well. She works with kids and does art with them. She does workshops and all different sorts of things in the community. She does exhibitions and galleries and markets. And you and me together, this Willowbound Journals community, we're helping reach different people's lives. Maybe you can't draw, maybe you can't write a book, maybe you can't go to markets or do this kind of stuff. Maybe we're not all art therapists, but through contributing through Willowbound Journals, we are planting little seeds and helping people, if that makes sense, and I love that. So thank you all for helping me do that. And she gives me little updates of what she's doing and how she's spending the money and how it's helping people. And I will update my Patreon with those updates too. She has also just published a new book about fear and how love overcomes fear and all that kind of stuff. I believe it's about that. And so I'll link her website below and you can check out that book. And yeah, she's amazing. I'm going to come back on here later and talk a bit more about her, share a book of hers, one of her artworks, and just more about who she is and why I support her and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it just really means a lot to me, as you can probably tell as I'm talking about this, and I'm just glad that you guys can be part of it too. Yeah. So yeah, let's get back to the mental health art book. It's coming out. It's my journey of how I got through depression and anxiety and what it felt like for me and what I learned from it. And I really do hope it helps many, many people just to not even feel alone, just so that they know that someone out there understands them, that they're not going crazy, that they're fine just as they are, with or without depression and anxiety. Everyone is still amazing and loved and worthy. and, you know, has a purpose and matters. You matter. So express yourself. Don't keep it quiet, because you matter. Your story matters. Your experiences matter. Your thoughts and feelings, they matter, and they need to be voiced. Anyway, okay, I'll save all this for the actual official launch. If you would like to help me promote the book, just let me know and I'll send you a flyer or a couple pictures or something, and you can share them on social media or send them to your contacts in an email. Yeah, just help me spread the word, and it shouldn't be too long now till it is out. All right, so excited. Thank you so much to all of you guys for helping me get there, for helping me raise the money to publish this book, and most of all just for your support to get me writing it and finishing it and doing it, and getting it out there. So it's really scary as well, you know, being that vulnerable and sharing my story like this in such a physical way. I feel like when I get the book, I won't even read it, because I'll be like, oh, seeing every little mistake, every little typo, everything that I shouldn't have said, or I don't know. So, but I'm not gonna worry about that, you know. I was heart-led, and definitely feel like, you know, it was a God thing. God was telling me, you need to write this book, and you guys were telling me, you need to write this book. So I did it, and I did my part, and now it's up to, I guess, God for how he's going to use it, and yeah, how he may help people through that book. I release it, I let go of it, it's in other people's hands once it's done. So yeah, all right, enough rambling. This was supposed to be a quick video. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.